In real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, and it got so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Okay, buckle up, because this isn't just another Diddy scandal. Nope. This just hit a whole new explosive level. Forget the freak-offs, lawsuits, and dirty drama you thought you knew, because now it's not just legal mess. Word on the street is Diddy might be hiding something deadly behind those designer sunglasses, something that whispers terminal. Yep, allegedly we're talking HIV. Sources say prosecutors are now holding his actual medical reports. Not rumors, not gossip, receipts. And baby, the twist? These files don't just name Diddy, they list out celebrities. Yep, people he might have exposed. And not just one or two. The court's buzzing. The internet is in absolute flames. And now that the trial is moving forward, the tea is scalding. Diddy finally appeared in court recently, and girl, when he stepped into that courtroom, whew, he didn't just look different. He looked ghostly, thinner, paler, like life had drained out of him. Insiders are saying it's not just stress or bad prison food. New. They're whispering it's something eating him from the inside. And allegedly, that something is HIV. People in the courtroom couldn't stop talking. Diddy's frame looked frail, his glow completely gone. And folks aren't buying the I miss my personal chef excuse either. This ain't about skipping lunch, this is about your body shutting down. And here's where things get even darker. Diddy's so-called down-low lifestyle is finally being aired out. It's been talked about for years, him forcing himself on men, hiring male escorts, even allegedly having wild, unprotected encounters behind bars. Yep, you read that right, in prison. And apparently, behind those walls, Diddy's not just any inmate. Word is, he's got groupies in jail. People allegedly fighting to make his bed. What is going on?
Right. According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Yep. Well, really, according to Lisa Evers, I want to give her credit. Lisa Evers does an amazing job.
Oh, and get this, when the feds raided his home, they reportedly found around 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yes, you heard right, 1,000. And it's not for skincare routines, honey. These oils were allegedly used during his infamous freak-off sessions. Everyone oiled up, everyone involved, screaming.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
And in prison, it didn't stop. According to insiders, Diddy has allegedly been getting it on with other inmates. And in that environment, good luck finding protection. Like, do you understand how risky that is? Then Jaguar Wright stepped in and dropped a bomb. She outright claimed Diddy has been battling HIV. Yes, she didn't sugarcoat it. According to her, he's known about the diagnosis for a while. And the kicker? She claims there are at least 20 other men in the industry in the same situation, allegedly infected. She refused to name names yet, but teased that more would be revealed on her upcoming show. Sis said this problem goes way beyond Diddy.
In real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Now, if that wasn't enough to make you drop your phone, here's the real dagger. Where did it come from? And yes, who else might have known? People are whispering that Diddy didn't want that heat falling back on him. And honestly, if there's truth to this, it would explain why so much has been buried for so long. But we're not done yet, because now the streets are saying prosecutors have a whole list of celebs who were allegedly exposed. And baby, some of those names are exactly who you think they are. Let's start with the obvious. Usher. Usher's name came up, allegedly. And if you know your history, this ain't some wild leap. Remember, Usher lived with Diddy in NYC for a whole year when he was just 13 years old. He even talked about it on the Howard Stern show. Back then, Usher made it sound like it was all laughs and glam. But the more he talked, the more uncomfortable it got. He began dropping subtle clues, like maybe it wasn't all innocent after all.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In
to...
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
He hinted that there was some twisted stuff going down in that house, stuff he's still not ready to talk about.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Usher flat out said he'd never let his own kids be in that kind of environment. Excuse me? That's not just a red flag. That's a 5-alarm fire. What really went on in that apartment?
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
And now that Diddy is allegedly battling HIV, people are saying Usher might want to get checked, especially since Usher himself has already been sued by 3 separate people for allegedly infecting them with herpes. This pattern is starting to look scary. Then there's Meek Mill. His name has been ringing ever since Diddy's arrest. Some audio surfaced after Diddy's arrest, allegedly of Diddy and Meek in the middle of something super intimate.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
Meek tried to shut it down, called it fake, said folks were trying to drag his name. But then another clip popped up where Diddy straight up calls Meek daddy on camera.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
The internet exploded. Suddenly, people started looking at Meek and Diddy's whole relationship sideways. Maybe it wasn't all just business after all? And let's not forget Craig Mack, Diddy's old label signee. He died, and they said it was a heart attack. But now, whispers say it might have been HIV. And if that's true, who else in that bad boy circle was exposed? Then there's YK Osiris, Diddy's so-called Jamaican vacation buddy. Footage surfaced of him and Diddy looking real cozy on the beach, and just like that, people started calling him Diddy's new boy toy. The video was so viral, it even came up on The Breakfast Club.
I don't know about the what rumors, right? What, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say it on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this, YK.
They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Because you, that's the, nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
saying
here
that.
goes
envy.
They said that he said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
Yes, I was in
YK
Jamaica
Osiris
with
in
him.
Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
Osiris looked shook, laughing nervously, pacing, saying, nah, I was there with a woman. But baby, his energy said otherwise. People saw right through that performance. Then we've got French Montana. He and Diddy have been close for years. But that one birthday video, the body language was giving everything but friendship. Folks started asking, was that bromance or something more?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
And ladies, don't think you're not part of this either, because the list of women allegedly exposed is raising serious eyebrows. Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian, Cassie in particular has already said Diddy forced her into messed up stuff involving escorts, and those escorts allegedly infected. If any of this is true, then Diddy might have been spreading this like a party favor, just out here passing it around at every A-list event. The internet is on fire. One user wrote, oh, he definitely got Usher. Another said, so then J-Lo, Kim K, Ray J, every rapper, every NBA and NFL player probably has it too. Someone else screamed, y'all better be careful who you sleep with. They're giving it to everyone. And with all this smoke, if even a slice of it is true, this could be the biggest health and legal scandal the entertainment world has ever seen. And baby, this isn't even the full list, because social media has turned into a full-on investigative unit digging deeper than the FBI. One user straight up posted, any celeb who went down with Diddy, especially those boy toys, better run, not walk to get tested. People are now connecting dots, cross-referencing club appearances, old party guest lists, Instagram follows, and even paparazzi shots like it's cold case files. People are asking, if Diddy really has HIV and has been living this secret life for years, how many people are now tangled up in this twisted web? Let's get into it. You've got stars like J-Lo, who dated Diddy during the shiny suit era. Remember that wild 1999 nightclub shooting? She was literally right there with him. If the allegations about Diddy's status go back that far, what does that mean for her? Then there's Kim Kardashian, who was photographed at more than one of Diddy's infamous parties. Even Ray J's name got dragged into the mix because of his association with Kim and his visibility at some of those same circles. Like, are we looking at a spider web of infection or a who's who of Hollywood hookups? And of course, Cassie, poor Cassie has already spilled serious tea in her lawsuits. She claimed Diddy made her do disturbing things, allegedly involving escorts and non-consensual group activities. And some of those escorts, rumors say they were infected too. So now if Cassie was forced into those freak-offs, what did she unknowingly walk into? It's a nightmare. Like, this isn't just about messy relationships and abuse allegations. This is biological warfare. If any of it's true, Diddy allegedly turned intimacy into a weapon on purpose. And you know the streets are not forgiving. One fan posted, they're out here spreading this like confetti, celebs acting like their status makes them immune. Meanwhile, they could be hosting full-blown outbreaks in the VIP section. Others are even saying this is what happens when power goes unchecked. People become gods in their own minds, and then things like this massive health scandals become the endgame. And honestly, that's not a stretch, because now people are asking the real scary question. How far does this go? Is it just music? Are we talking sports, film, fashion, even politics? How many celebrities attended those freak-off mansion parties and signed those NDAs just to protect their reputation? How many of them walked away with more than a hangover? And what if this is only the beginning? The trial isn't even halfway over. And already we've seen Diddy crumble physically, look haunted in court, and act like a man who knows the clock is ticking. You can see the fear in his face now. The denial's worn off, and every new testimony, it's like another nail in the coffin. And don't forget what Jaguar Wright said. This isn't just about Diddy. She warned that there are at least 20 other men in the industry allegedly dealing with the same thing, infected, in denial, and pretending everything is fine while hiding under fame and fortune. And guess what? She says she's saving those names for her show, which means it's coming. This might just be the first wave. Once those names drop, the entertainment world might collapse on itself. Labels might shut down, brands might flee, careers done overnight. And worst of all, people's lives literally are at stake. If folks were exposed and don't know it, then this isn't just drama, this is a medical crisis. A scandal so dark, it might make past celebrity controversies look like kindergarten playground fights. So now, the internet's doing what the internet does best, rewatching old clips, zooming in on old party photos, reposting cryptic tweets from stars. Remember that one time Usher made that weird confession in an interview, or when Meek posted that deleted tweet about loyalty and betrayal in the bedroom? Yeah, people are going back through everything. And now that the whispers have become headlines, nobody's safe. Publicists are scrambling, lawyers are putting out fires, celebs who were once loud and proud about their connection to Diddy, dead silence, vanished like they never knew him. But let's be real, they knew, everyone knew, but no one spoke up because no one wanted to lose that invite, that cosign, that check. And now, that silence might have cost them everything. So now we ask, who's next? Who's the next celeb that prosecutors will allegedly name in these reports? Will it be a rapper, an actor, an athlete, or maybe someone no one ever suspected? And more importantly, who's going to speak up? Because if more people start confirming this, if others come forward and say, yeah, I got sick too, then this turns into something even bigger than a legal scandal. It becomes a reckoning. And don't think the fans are going to let this slide. Every name that drops, every file that leaks, it's going to be dissected, debated, and dragged through the internet court of public opinion like never before. So if you're a celeb who partied with Diddy, dated him, toured with him, stayed at his house, or even shared a blunt, you better be praying right now. Because the public ain't waiting for proof. They're making their lists now. And with Diddy allegedly caught on tapes, photos, and statements left and right, the chances of this thing going away, zero. You can already hear the crowd murmuring. If Diddy knew he was sick and didn't tell anyone, that's not just reckless, that's evil. Some even say it's criminal. If this was anyone else, they'd already be locked up. And yet here we are, still uncovering layer after layer of secrets, silence, and scandal. So now the final question remains, when will the full list come out? How many names are on it? And will anyone in that circle come clean before it's too late? Because if even half of this is true, Hollywood is about to go through the biggest public health bombshell in modern history.